Right now, there are an increasing number of people in the United States Congress who have realized that there is more to the UFO question than they had ever been led to believe. They are in the process of discovering that it has to do with us, that beyond the things flying around in the sky, there are things happening in people's bedrooms.
I feel like something's watching us.
I just saw it. Me too.
The Bermuda Triangle. There have been hundreds of UFO sightings and strange phenomenon at the southern point of the Bermuda Triangle. There appears to be legitimate evidence to suspect an extraterrestrial base near Laguna Cartagena. Our team of investigators traveled to the Bermuda Triangle to do their own investigations, meditations, and interviews. Meet our Bermuda Triangle investigative team. Alder Sherwood.
I just had a validation that something exists out there. I could feel the energy there. I feel like I know for a fact after this experience that something's going on. It impacted all of us as a group, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what happens next, because this is a journey we're going on, and this is the launch. This was our first official investigation, and this was just the beginning. Oh my gosh, what's gonna happen next?
Krystal Kelley. Krystal is a first contact experiencer. She has been given a mission to broadcast tools that humanity can use to become galactic citizens.
There's been a lot leading up to this. There's been a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, a lot of energy work around it. And I'm gonna say that I'm really happy with how everything went.
Abel has experienced phenomenon throughout South America.
I'm very happy with all the team. I feel very lucky that I'm part of this and that we are here in my home, and we can open up a forum so that people can express themselves and talk about a lot of things that we all wonder, and sometimes we feel like maybe I shouldn't talk about it, or they don't feel comfortable. But amazing experience. So one of my favorite things that I've done in a long time.
Nyla Watson loves animals.
Where I feel like we need to explore the whole globe, I feel like there's some cool places that, have UFO museums and all sorts of stuff where people are taking it seriously. And I would love to talk to people who, aren't as skeptical of it. There's different places around the world where they just believe it. It is what it is. And so I think it would be cool to talk to more people like that. And I don't know, to learn new stuff. I think the coolest thing about this is that we're learning things that we never expected. We're hearing new stories, we're hearing new perspectives, and I'm ready to learn.
Alex Boothanu, web specialist.
I practice magic, and when I would do my energy work, I would feel it stronger in the area. When we were walking in, it was almost like we were stepping in between the veil. Like the grips of reality did not hold onto us as strong when we were there. And I picked up on that, and it was strange.
Penny, 9-year-old channeler.
Like investigation, Penny Eve, tape 1.
Did you experience anything unexpected?
Them said it's okay to record them.
Oh.
So that's all they said to me. And the next time I asked them a question, they didn't reply back.
A heart! There's a heart! Awesome. Oh, it is. It's like a big... It's welcoming us. Yay!
picture. That's so cool. Thanks, Penny.
I'm Oswald Navinas, your narrator, drone pilot, and researcher. That is not my real name, and I prefer not to disclose my real name to the public. I'm not so much of a believer or disbeliever. I logically assess every situation, and I try to analyze what's going on, especially knowing that our minds like to play tricks on us. We like to see and believe things that may or may not be there. And I've learned a lot from suffering from PTSD from my time in the Navy.
Our military can do nothing whatsoever about this. This is what is being discovered. But you know what? It doesn't matter very much. What matters is us and what we do to respond to this. The more comfortable we get with them, the more we understand our relationship with them, the more they are going to allow the government to disclose. So once again, it comes back to you and me, us, all of us, on the path, on this path to a new world.
What is happening at the southern tip of the Bermuda Triangle? As public sightings increase, the U.S. government designates the most active sites as a wildlife refuge, Laguna Cartagena.
Before we came on the trip, I had a dream about this lake. And in the dream, it was really scary. I had decided to jump in the water. When I jumped in, there was something pulling my hair down. And I woke up from the dream really scared. And that is actually what made me want to go to the lake to see what was going on, what that was.
So Laguna Cartagena is a very special spot. There has been sightings there since the 1950s. And what I had heard previously is there was a lot of different sightings of blue light coming in and out of the lake. There's been sightings of UFO craft coming out of the lake.
We had to turn around. We thought we were in the spot.
Google Maps led us another way, twice.
And then the park was closing. We were in the wrong spot. And apparently the park ranger wanted us gone. And so we had to get back in the car and find where we were supposed to go. So there's a lot of challenges getting there, but we remained really positive and everybody is still excited pretty much until we got to the lake. What really is out there and if these stories are like legit or, we don't know. We're just investigating. All right, we just parked.
So as we were walking up, we parked maybe like a half mile out and we were going towards the area with the lake. There was a fire tower. And when we stood at the fire tower, it felt electric, like the entire air was almost buzzing with an energy. It went through my whole body, felt it in my bones. Just like the energy here, it's feeling really electric. It's like there's a charge in the air or something, I don't know.
Yeah, I was feeling like at first very headachy when I got out of the car. And then as I got over here, it felt like more charged, like a lot of energy, but also in a weird, like, what is this energy with?
Like right in the middle of like my third eye area. It just feels like it's pulsing.
Yes.
Nyla and Alex weren't the only ones burdened by the weight of a relentless headache.
I had a huge headache. When I had the huge headache, I didn't feel like walking and it felt super annoying.
Despite the electric charges in the air and the throbbing pain of their headaches, the team chose to press forward.
There was a little bit of a ominous feeling. As we started walking in, the energy started to get a lot heavier.
The lake did not look like my dream.
What looked more like a lagoon. It was covered with these thick lily pads.
There, the energy really shifted. I felt anxiety, felt very abandoned, felt, if I could say lonely, the land felt lonely or something was going on.
Just as they were about to begin their meditation, an unforeseen obstacle disrupted their plans.
And the dock itself was kind of on a little slope. There was a little area that they had set a hammock up for her. Penny dropped her water into the lake, and it was like a little green Gatorade bottle, orange top.
As a father, I knew that I had to figure out this situation and get this water bottle back.
Because it was hot and there was like only a little bit of water. Oz just like, he jumped down there and he was like doing like this ninja thing to get to the water bottle. He pulled it back up safe and sound. Total hero moment. We were all dying.
After everyone settled back down to do the meditation, it was clear that we were running out of daylight.
We started doing the meditation and Krystal started leading us. We all started getting bit with something. It felt like little pinpricks all over, through my clothes, through everything. So we were really, we were all really trying to hold this meditation and be in it, but it was painful. I was switching all around. I could feel other people moving all around, and it was hard to maintain it.
I felt like I was being attacked, quite honestly. That's how it felt. I mean, it just felt like these bugs were attacking us. And it was interesting, the timing of it, because it was right as we were trying to do the experiment.
We interviewed local journalist Jorge Martin.
My name is Jorge Martin. I'm a journalist and UFO researcher here in Puerto Rico. I've been doing research on the UFO matter since 1975.
We tried to meditate. We were there for hours before that. But as we sat down on the dock, all of a sudden we all started getting bit. But we couldn't see the mosquitoes. There was nothing there. And it felt like we were all getting bit. One person on our team feels like it was the government.
Or maybe some type of microwaves. Okay, so to make you feel uneasy and you leave the place, okay? Either the people from the government, I won't discard that, or maybe the beings themselves. In many occasions, it has been observed that they don't like people to be in the places they are.
Whether we experienced mosquitoes or a microwave attack, the team all agreed that it was time to leave.
So as Penny and I were walking back talking, I felt an entity, this neutral entity to my left. It felt almost like a shadow. It didn't have bad energy or good. It was kind of neutral, and it was walking alongside of us. And I felt it. And I just didn't really say anything. And Penny said something to me right away. She goes, "There's someone following us." And I'm like, "I know."
There's like a feeling inside of me that feels like someone's watching us.
There was a lightning storm that night off in the distance when we were leaving, and there was speculation from the group that we were being followed, and I think that there's people following me all the time. I looked around and I did not see anything. I saw the lightning off in the distance. There was a moment that I thought I did see a red light that they were talking about, but it may have been just my mind making it up, because I only saw it for a quick moment after the group was mentioning it and pointing it out.
So I have a theory that we're not wanted here. What if it's going to storm really bad and they're trying to kick us out so we're safe? Here's the car. Pack it up. Pack it up.
Alright, how's it going? So right now I'm at the point of the day to where we traveled, we recorded, we have a maximum of maybe 2 brain cells left. So I'm gonna retreat into my cave and try and recover them before tomorrow. 2 brain cells.
So this has been happening for a long time. If you talk to the fishermen in the area, for many years, Laguna Cartagena they have observed, began in year 1987, cylinder-shaped in July 1st, 1987, at 1:30 p.m. Big size, you know, coming down from the sky and disappearing underwater. A huge explosion was felt and heard all over the southwest of Puerto Rico in this region. At first, the authorities said that the epicenter of the tremor or earthquake was below Laguna Cartagena at 85 feet. Many strange things began happening. The media wouldn't say the previous night at about 2 a.m. in the morning, the people who live nearby in Maguayo, very close to the Laguna Cartagena, they were surprised to see very bright white light coming into their homes. their houses, through the crevices, the windows, etc. And when they look outside, they saw this huge flying saucer type craft hovering over the Laguna Cartagena. Then they saw a big ball of red light come out from the underside of that craft and go very slowly in a controlled fashion and submerge itself into the laguna, into the water. And the craft left and everything was normal. But then at 1:30 p.m. the next day, this huge explosion was felt and the tremor. What was it that ball of red light had to do with it? We don't know, because the epicenter was there. But then strangely, the authorities here in Puerto Rico changed the location of the epicenter. They say, no, don't look at Laguna Cartagena. The epicenter was far away next to the Mona Island. So someone wanted to change the location for people not to be curious about the Laguna and what was happening there.
After the explosion and earthquake, the situation around Laguna Cartagena only grew more bizarre for its residents.
A lot of military personnel arrived to the Laguna Cartagena, soldiers with their guns and rifles, etc. Apparent federal agents, people dressed in fine suits, with a tie and white shirts, with metallic briefcases, okay? And there were a lot of people there with anti-contamination suits, and they were taking samples of everything there, the grass, the water, the mud, everything. And they had what appeared to be Geiger counters with them. So that was really strange, Some of the owners of the land where the Laguna is located at asked them what had happened there, and they wanted to go into the place. They were the owners of the land, but the federal agents wouldn't allow them to go into the place, okay? One of the agents said, okay, we can't allow anyone to go into the place because what's happened here had to do with U.S. national security. At that moment, everyone knew that something strange was happening. What has to do with tremor with national security of the United States?